Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Reviews. Today I'm going to be revisiting Lords of Exile on the Nintendo Switch. And I say revisiting because I've already got a preview video on this channel for this game, which is about 17 minutes long. And if you want something that's a little more in depth, I do recommend that you check that preview video out. So that was a preview because I had not yet finished the game. I had actually only played through about half of it at that point, but I really wanted to get something out in a timely fashion. But here we are 4 months later. I've had 4 months, to sit with this game and to spend time with it. Not that this is definitely not the only thing that I've been playing in that time, but still periodically I've gone back to it, and of course I have completed it and everything now. And so I just wanted to check back in because in my preview video I said I was going to do that, so here I am. Now this video is going to be a little more bullet pointy, probably not really all that structured. It's going to be kind of loose. But anyways, one of the claims that I made in my preview video is that this game is... Let me start with this. I'll say that I do still stand by most of what I said in my preview video. This is a very good game, Lords of Exile. It is absolutely worth the asking price of $20. However, in the preview video, I said that so far at that point that I was at in the game, I would have given it a 10 out of 10, and I do want to pull back a little bit on that statement, okay? So I wouldn't quite say that Lords of Exile is right there with Castlevania or Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Those are two games that I do give 10 out of 10 to. And so a step below that, I would say, is Infernax at like a 9.5. I'm going to say Infernax and Curse of the Moon 2 are like a 9.5 for me. And then this game, like maybe a 9 out of 10. And, so I mean, how important is that distinction? I mean, really, at this point, we're like really just kind of splitting hairs. But there's a certain, like, je ne sais quoi. There's a certain, I can't quite put my finger on it, what it is that seems like just not quite there for me with Lords of Exile. And I know that as someone who's like previewing and reviewing games, like that's kind of the task that I have taken on, right, is to describe what it is that isn't up to snuff. But also, I don't get paid for this YouTube stuff, so I don't feel too terribly bad about saying that, honestly, I'm not quite sure what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I just wouldn't quite put it there. But it's close. It's very good. Like I said, totally worth your $20. Now, is this still the best new game that I have played in 2024? Yes. Yes, it is. And so let me get specific on that. By that, I'm talking about games that were released this year that I have played this year. Okay, so like spoiler alert, I've got another review coming down the pipeline in the works for a game called Astalon: Tears of the Earth, and that is as good or better than Lords of Exile, I'm gonna say, but it wasn't released this year. It's been around for a little while, so like that wouldn't count, right? Or Steel Empire, great game, in my opinion. But again, and that actually is technically a new release for 2024, but it's a remake, so I don't know how you want to count that. So this is still the best wholly original new game that was a 2024 release that I've played. So I do actually still stand by that. The year's not over yet, but we're over halfway through. So I'm still feeling pretty good about my prediction of Lords of Exile being my 2024 game of the year. Let's see, what are some other random bullet points to mention? I do feel like the difficulty spike on the last level is a little bit disproportionate or out of line with the rest of the game, and it is the last level. I get that it's supposed to be like that, but holy crap, I really hit a brick wall with that last level for a good long time. Didn't love that, but I eventually persevered and finished it. Now, I will tell you that I was really not feeling, my general impression of this game was not like that strong, but right before writing this, I picked the game back up again just to kind of like get my brain in that mode to talk about this game. And I have to tell you, honestly, I had a hard time putting this game down. I played through like most of it, which was not even my intention, and that's always a good sign. In fact, I have to say that I like this game even more on subsequent playthroughs. So basically, my opinion started off really high. It took a little bit of a dip, and then it came back up, like most of the way back up on subsequent playthroughs. I will say this, after you beat the game, there is a character that you unlock, and honestly, they're not that fun to play as, in my opinion. But for some perspective, I also never liked playing as Maria in the Castlevania games, Rondo of Blood and Symphony and whatever. I just felt like she didn't belong there. I mean, it's like if they stuck Big Bird in a Castlevania game. I'm just like, why is this happening? And so it's kind of the same thing with the unlockable character in Lords of Exile. It feels like you're playing as Shinobi in a Castlevania game. Like it just doesn't make sense to me, anyways. Maybe some people are all about it, but I'm not one of them. Again, not to put this game down, it's still a very good game, but is it like the greatest thing since sliced bread? Like, no, it's very good. Is it equal to Castlevania? No, I don't think that it is. Anyways, you get the idea. If you want more details about other aspects of the game, I do recommend that you check out the preview video that I have here on the channel. And aside from that, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. Please click like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time, whenever that may be. Bye-bye.